Hey everyone, I'm Josh, this is Tom, we're with Pro Tour Reviews, and today we've got a very interesting head-to-head. One of the most requested head-to-heads we get in our comments section. We've got the flagship drills from Hercules, which you can find at Harbor Freight, and Milwaukee. Today we're going to be putting these up head-to-head in some tests. Right, Tom? We got a couple tests laid out.
We do.
And we're just going to see how they perform. You know, we hear all the time that Hercules is this big brand that's touted to be so strong, and you know, we're pretty big fans of Milwaukee, but we want to see how they perform in real-world tests. We're going to trade them back and forth and see how they do.
Really, I'm wondering, is this the dog or is this the underdog?
I think we're going to find out.
All right, well, let's do that. So first test, we're going to use 1-inch self-feed paddle bits. We're going to just go 3 holes, do a little countdown, and just see who gets through this first.
All right, let's get started. All right, so we'll just do a quick 3, 2, 1. I'm going to throw my glasses on real quick. Catch a wood chip to the eyeball.
And
all right, do you want to do a 3, 2, 1, go?
We'll do 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think I was in hammer mode there for a second, or was that you?
No, that was you.
That was so weird because I'm in the drill mode, but the hammer mechanism actually activated.
I heard it make that hammer noise.
Yep, I have no explanation on that one.
Is on drill,
yep,
right?
we're on drill.
Okay, well,
we're in speed 2.
Okay, well, I was clearly done first. Just
you were
for the record. Let's swap and just see what happens.
See how they go. And for what it's worth, I mean, it's still performing well speed-wise. You really can't fault it. I'm gonna move
here.
Right here.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I mean, maybe I got a little bit faster. I don't know, but I mean, that was tremendous.
Yeah, that drill's quicker.
Definitely faster.
I mean, even with the self-feed bit, pulling it through the material, this one definitely delivered a little faster.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, because you know, people would say sometimes like, oh, well, it looks like you're pressing really hard. You really can't go much faster than this thing can work. So I mean,
do it slowly. Let's see it. Yeah. Don't press on it with that. Yeah, so it sucks.
I was actually pulling up a little bit, and it still just pulls right through.
Yeah,
so
the screw actually grabs it and, like you said, pulls it into the material. So you know, we're pushing on it a little bit, but not more than the bit can cut.
Absolutely. So. No, that was very good. I mean, as far as power goes, very confident. Really can't complain. All right, so what do we got next?
All right, so next I got some other bits. Let me grab those. All right, so our next challenge will be with some 1.5-inch self-feed. I guess we're going to call these rough-in bits. They're pretty aggressive, actually.
Very aggressive.
And also, like these other last ones, self-feed, so it does have a screw tip on there. And let's see how fast we can put those through. I think we'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's do 3 holes and see what we get.
Let's see here. I got to get some good real estate.
We don't need handles with these, do you think?
We should be okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go. That's pretty close.
That was getting a little quicker, man.
That's pretty close. But again, this is a tough ask. I mean, you know, we're going through this pine, big bit, so.
It's definitely working the tool. You can feel it torquing a little bit more with this as well.
Feel it torquing, and you can feel a little heat build up. It's definitely working.
Though, the bit does the work.
It does, true.
So
same thing as the other ones. It's pulling through, so even if we are pushing really hard.
So, yeah, do you want to swap them?
Yep, let's swap them out.
All right, and 3, 2, 1, go. I'm with you. I did it on that one.
Yep. So, but even then, you moved on to your second hole before I was even done.
True.
So pretty clear. Milwaukee's definitely a little stronger, a little faster. Yep. Hercules is still doing the job, but you can see the difference as we're going through this material that Milwaukee is obviously working faster.
Absolutely. And I did get my bit stuck, actually. Yeah. Because as these go through, there's quite a shoulder on here. And as you're pushing that through, it's easy to get it caught on that other side. So.
Well, especially when you're trying to win. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know.
All right, so what else we got?
So we have hole saws next.
Hole saws, all right.
So hole saws are really demanding.
Yes.
And a lot of times, even flagship tools will have a limit on the size hole saw they recommend.
Correct.
I think for when I looked this one up earlier, it was 2 9/16 actually is what the recommended max size is. So probably can do bigger than that.
Probably.
But you're definitely going to work the tool.
Yes, absolutely.
So let me go grab those, and we'll be right back. All right, for our next test, we're going to use these 2-inch hole saws. Self-feed too, very small self-feed on these.
Very small.
We might want to put our handles on as well.
I would highly recommend it.
Okay. All right. So in theory, I think we should be able to drill these in mode 2, speed 2.
I believe so. They should. Let's see why not.
So let's just do one hole this time.
Yeah.
And then we'll swap and just see what our thoughts are.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll do a countdown. And 3, 2, 1, go. So, did you notice that? That the self-feed only works until it gets through?
Yep.
And then it stops feeding?
Mm-hmm. That got exceptionally warm. Ooh.
Yeah, so you have to do a lot of feeding yourself, actually.
Yeah, you gotta work them.
All right.
A little trade.
3, 2, 1, go. Ooh.
Okay, so not just me.
It's warm.
It's a little warm.
I don't think I'm gonna grab that.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
I might try to pop that out with the little axle holes they have here. Oh yeah, it's warm.
Okay.
All right.
Thoughts?
It can do the work.
It can absolutely do it.
So the Hercules definitely has the ability to do some hard work for sure. Mm-hmm. Not as fast as the Milwaukee.
No, and that's been consistent through all these tests, is that it absolutely will do it.
Yeah.
But you're going to end up sacrificing some time.
Absolutely.
On the job.
Tool does heat up a little bit, though. You can feel that it is a little bit warmer for sure from using it. Just curious battery life so far.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, still got all my bars.
I got 3 bars.
Uh-oh, I got 4 bars.
I mean, you know, it's working.
An older battery.
It's working.
I don't know. So I have one last test.
Okay.
And this one, it is the 2 9/16.
Okay.
So this is what these tools are supposed to be rated for as far as a max size.
Yes.
And I feel it's, let's give it a try. But, yeah, they're pretty warm.
You might want to wait on that one.
So we'll let that cool off for a second. We'll talk about these bits for a sec. So the 2 9/16 we're going to use as a carbide, three-tooth carbide hole saw. Takes out big chunks.
Yes.
And better ready to be hold on to that handle with these guys. Mm-hmm. And I'll stay with the Hercules this time. And let's see what we get. All right, you want to give us a countdown this time?
Sure. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh.
Did you get? Oh.
Mine timed out.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, mine actually hit an overload.
Wow. Okay, well then.
Well, but again, that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Using these 3-tooth, carbide-toothed hole saws.
Yep.
It's chipping out big chunks.
And you can really feel it too. I mean, if I'm not right up on the tool, it could get away from you if you don't let it, if you let it.
Absolutely want to use the handles when you're using big hole saws.
All right.
All right. Swap. And
good to go there.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Uh-oh.
You made it through.
I made it through. We have a hole. Yeah, it somehow loosened up a little bit on there.
Yep. And one thing to note, because that was pretty close.
Yeah.
Given your experience in the last run, I did lighten up a little bit because I was afraid of it getting an overload shutdown. And so, but even then, it was still pretty darn close.
That last one, actually, I mean, probably if we put the same amount of pressure on, if we could, we'd probably be within a second or less of each other.
Probably, yeah. No, yeah. Especially in this one where we're cutting bigger chunks, it's not having to work so many teeth. You definitely felt a pretty significant difference.
So, what would be the argument then, you think, for getting the Hercules?
Okay, it can do the job pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, we asked it to do some pretty tough tasks here, and so the thought is it can absolutely do it.
Sure.
It's somewhat, I mean, it's lightweight, it's fairly compact. I mean, the ergonomics,
when you put these side by side, they're nearly the same size.
Yeah, oh no, that's true. They really are. And ergonomically speaking, I like it. It's got a really good rubber overmold. There's some good texturing on the front and the back, some large channels maybe to guide away some sweat or debris.
Sure.
And, you know, again, side by side, they're pretty darn close.
Actually, eyes closed, they're not that different.
No, they're really not. Both have brushless motors.
One of the big things, and I think this is where Hercules excels, is this tool, $79. That's kit, and that's not a kit. That's
bare tool.
That's bare tool. But how much do you think this guy is a bare tool?
I'm guessing $225.
$199.
Okay, so
but still over double what this one costs.
yeah, absolutely.
So there is absolute value proposition here that makes this a good choice for the guy that's maybe not relying on a day-to-day.
Yeah, that's true.
But you know, you have a workshop at home, you're doing projects, you need a hammer drill. This is actually not a bad choice.
Yeah, and you know, we've done some testing with this before, and we did some concrete drilling. We did some of the same tests here, and honestly, I have to say, for a value proposition, it's not bad. We heard earlier, I should say, even on drilling mode, somehow the hammer mechanism slightly engaged. It was only that one time. So it does raise some questions on maybe build quality.
Sure.
I mean,
they use a Jacobs chuck.
They do use a Jacobs chuck. That's true. All metal chuck.
Yep.
But you know, there is that question in everybody's mind of what am I actually getting for my money? But yeah, for $79, you really can't fault Hercules on this one.
No, I think it's a good buy. But clear winner today, I think, as far as just hard work being done quickly. Milwaukee takes it.
Got to give it to Milwaukee. Got to give it to Milwaukee.
And there you have it with our Milwaukee versus Hercules hammer drill competition. This head-to-head was fun. We'd love to hear what other head-to-heads you like us to do. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And I'm Tom.
I'm Josh.
Thanks for watching.